It's said to be the toughest one-day off-road race on the planet. Each year in February, a grueling course is set for over 400 teams to compete for the crown as King of the Hammers. For a little over a week, Johnson Valley, California transforms into Hammertown, a mecca for extreme off-road. All right, Jessi and I are gonna strap in and hammer down for qualifying. How we do today determines where we start on race day. So come along with us as we check race and King of the Hammers off our list.
I've had a love affair with cars my whole life. I build them in my shop, and I race them both on and off-road.
I've spent years on the auto show circuit talking about cars, but now it's time to get behind the wheel and find the next adventure.
Together, we're setting out to tackle all things that every car enthusiast should do.
This is The List.
Welcome to King of the Hammers, one of the most difficult races on the entire planet.
King of the Hammers is Burning Man for gearheads. It's 30,000 people that all like being outside and doing cool stuff, and they just all happen to choose to do it this week here.
This is an international competition we're talking about. We've met a race team from Portugal, Sweden, the UK, New Zealand. People are coming from all over the world right here to Johnson Valley to race at King of the Hammers. Johnson Valley is located in the high desert region of Southern California, just south of Highway 247 in the Mojave Desert.
This is a race that I have raced 4 times, but I have yet to finish. The attrition rate is extremely high, so only 20% of the cars actually finished.
My job is going to be to help direct her, help read the GPS, help keep her on track, and help keep her from breaking this vehicle. The only thing I have to fall back on is my Baja experience and my Rubicon experience. It's a mix of those two worlds together. Today's Tuesday. The race doesn't happen until Thursday, but this is qualifying day. In other words, we've got to show up, run a small track to determine where we start on Thursday.
Fuel pump 1 is not necessarily functioning, so I'm running off of fuel pump 2, which just took on me as we speak.
We didn't fill up with fuel. Are we out?
We shouldn't be.
Okay.
We don't have a fuel gauge to be able to tell that. This could be a problem.
This could be an issue. Fuel seems to be an issue right now.
Just
with the fuel
a very,
pump.
very small issue.
Everything else should stop. If the relays kick in, it should kick
They're
off.
both on right now. Whatever you just did, they're both staying on. Start it.
So we're ready to go for qualifying right now, and we had a little bit of an issue with some of the wiring inside there. It was kind of making things surge, cutting out the fuel pump. Looks like they got it fixed. We are almost next to the line, so we're gonna hop out there and see what the hell happens. Here we go. Nice, keep it together. Oh, no!
Both pumps just went out, guys.
Took care of the electrical issue that we thought it was. Get out there, the car's running great, everything's running smooth. Didn't make it halfway through the course, and that's when the fuel pumps went down again. No matter how many times I flipped through the fuel pumps, it would get me a little bit further, but that's about it.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Both pumps are f***ing us right now.
One small problem in this vehicle, and we're already done. And we haven't even actually gotten out in the desert yet. We're just within a half mile of the pits.
So once we made it up to the second rock section, I'm doing everything I can to just keep the car running. I didn't even get to get on the rocks. Took so long that the guy behind me, Shannon Campbell, out of all people, comes right up on me. So of course, at this point, there's no sense in me trying to finish the qualifying lap. I already know that I'm last, so I just backed up, let him go, and limped her back to the pits. Qualifying is what it is. Basically, qualifying is just telling us what position we start for the race on Thursday. So there is no more qualifying, there is no more chance. So depending upon our timing, we're probably going to start off 6th, which is fine because there's only 5 cars in front of us no matter what. So 6th place isn't a bad place, but it's still last place.
This is the first year for the spec class at King of the Hammers, and we were lucky enough to get a seat in one of them. We're going to be running the Everyman Challenge, which is a circuit created for the sportsmen and modified stock vehicles. There are 6 vehicles in the 4700 class. Ours is 4703. It's a solid axle 4x4 Jeep body with a tube chassis. It's got a Mopar V8 making 500 horsepower and beadlock wheels which are wearing Falcon Wild Peak MT tires. Vehicles prepped to run King of the Hammers are incredible. They run in an unlimited class and come in all shapes and sizes. They need to be built for both high-speed endurance racing and precise technical rock crawling. They must be capable of running in 4-wheel drive, and they can exceed 100 miles per hour and still have gearing ratios as low as 100-to-1 for technical rock crawling.
Give me number 2. Hold on. Go ahead.
Back at our pit, the crew was still trying to sort out the fuel pump issue before race day.
All right, now switch on the other one. Leave them both on.
After all the fuel issues we've had, I've had 4 pumps basically go out on me, so I brought it to a trusted pit crew somewhere else, which is one of the best things about off-road, is that we're all family out here. Got another set of eyeballs on it. Sounds like we got it fixed. The fuel pumps aren't whining, so I'm gonna go out, test the steering, make sure everything's running really good, and that Patrick and I feel comfortable in the car for race day tomorrow. Pre-running is important because it's telling us exactly what we need to look out for on the course. Granted, we have a GPS, we have a map, but that doesn't tell us all the little getches that are out there, where the rocks are, what sections, where the waterfalls are, the things that we really need to look out for, what path we need to take through the rocks. So pre-running is gonna help us figure out that, so hopefully we can stay on all 4, not break, not crash, and come to the finish line.
So the only thing that I'm not being able to test right now is how my steering is tracking.
Okay.
This section is not too bad. So this right here,
Yep.
that's for seatbelts. If we get stuck in a situation, especially if the car's on fire,
Yep.
cut the seatbelts,
Get the out.
and then once we're done, we can open up our bottles of beer. I want to hug all of you at the same time. This is what a race team is about.
Good.
It was awesome.
I just want to check it again.
It was very, very awesome. I didn't get to hit any lake beds to be able to find out exactly how the steering handles at high speeds. But for the most part, I can steer. It's easy. I'm not fatigued. It's handling okay. It's not tracking me in one way or the other. No issues with the fuel pumps. Patrick's getting a better idea of what's going on out there.
Amazing. Look at this. Jessi's not even racing with these guys. That's how much of a community this is. They're here to help out, even though we're a completely different team. That's awesome.
The King of the Hammers Everyman Challenge is a grueling 117-mile circuit consisting of 2 laps. Lap 1 is 52 miles of high-speed open desert driving, sandy and rocky dunes and steep hill climbs. Lap 2 is 65 miles and contains legendary technical rock crawling sections known as Chocolate Thunder and Aftershock. Like any endurance race, the biggest challenge is keeping the car running and on all 4s.
It's race day.
That's how we're feeling right now. Speechless.
Patrick and I have been racing together for a while, so we have pretty good communication. What I expect from him is for him to basically be telling me anything and everything. I don't ever want necessarily a quiet moment, even if there's nothing that he needs to tell me. He just needs to be talking or singing, which he usually does.
I'm assuming that everybody's going to try and haul ass as soon as they can, right?
Oh yeah, it's the beginning of the race.
Great.
But we're just gonna take it easy.
Yeah, I would love for us to just...
The first 40 miles is where everybody starts just to die, so just calm down.
Yep.
You're the one who's supposed to be calming me.
I know.
Who's got the flag?
She does. 5, 4...
Taking off from the starting line, we're literally right next to 2 at a time. So we take off, Patrick and I are joking, we're laughing. We're literally going into this race like, whatever, it's a Sunday drive, you know? Slow and steady pace wins the race. I know I keep saying that, but that's the way we were gonna do it. And instantly I was like, okay, well, he's not going faster than me, so I'm just gonna pass him. I don't think I was in race mode, but I passed probably 20 guys within the first 10 miles.
Why? It almost feels like these guys aren't racing.
That's okay. That's okay.
One car already down.
Good, we're going right up this hill.
How's the GPS looking?
GPS looks perfect.
We are on course, right?
We're on course, yep.
How can I get around these guys?
Let's see, coming up here.
Is that a course?
In just a little bit, yep. You got a line on the right, there you go.
Remember to use the horn.
All right, race mile 2. Coming up on race mile 7. Doing great, nice and easy. We're coming up on race mile 8. All right, race mile 17. We got a bump coming up here. Big oops.
Don't you f***ing dare!
It's all right, it's all right. He's not our that guy.
All right, looking good. This is race mile 36. I got big bumps coming up.
Patrick, you're doing a wonderful job.
You're an awesome driver.
Thank you.
Patrick may not have the most experience in the rock sections, but we have driven through the Rubicon Trail in a stock Rubicon Jeep. We have raced the Baja 1000 together and took second in Class 10. So the good thing is that we have good communication, which is absolutely key in a race like this.
But even with good communication, we still narrowly missed race-ending disaster.
Can you turn into it? You're on just these two wheels here. Can you turn into it? Okay, you needed to touch down. She's yelling at me.
As I crawled through the rock section, I climbed over a boulder, not knowing that on the other side, the vehicle would pitch forward, almost flipping us on its lid. Luckily, there was another boulder to my left, which held the rear wheel up, preventing me from flipping, and possibly eliminating us from the race.
Okay, I think she's just gonna finish the race without me.
As we approached Chocolate Thunder, I saw one of the cars that is in our class. Guys were out of the cars. Looks like they were just messing with the winch, like they had no idea what was going on. Thankfully, it's my favorite course in this entire race. So I just took the left line. There was another guy who was broke down in front of him, passed him too, and it was a flawless pass. And I got my second place position back.
Okay, blew a tire, changed it out. This is the bad boy. A little bit of damage on this guy here. I should be helping her right now. Instead, I'm acting like an and I'm holding this camera instead. Got the jack up. We're at race mile 90, something like that. Doing good so far. First minor problem we've had. Everything's good.
So Dave Cole's telling me that there is a chance that Larry Nickel, because of that Jeep, whatever reason they had, that may have not gone through Chocolate Thunder. So Jessi, you are second across the line, but it looks like there's a chance, and probably a pretty good chance, that you're going to be our winner today in the spec class.
Yeah! You know, it just goes to show that girls can drive, and people who have never driven off-road before. Patrick, my co-host on the list, did a fantastic job out there guiding me through. We only had 2 flats. We got lost when the course went the other way. And other than that, I made one stupid decision in the rocks. But other than that, like, obviously, it still got us in first place.
All right, after 117 miles of dust, rocks, flat tires, stock, winching lines, hiking,
Sweat, backache.
backache, I think we can officially check Drive the King of the Hammers and win off our list.
Thanks for watching, guys.
We'll see you next time. So proud of you, buddy.